get me in?
Yeah, you're on fair and square.
This
So
one
we're
went a little bit smoother.
yeah, well, we're getting the hang of it. Maybe our audience will stick around a little bit better if we get a little bit better.
And who says you can't teach an old dog new tricks?
Oh, there you go. I hear you, buddy. Okay, where do we leave off? Well, we were talking about those thumpers and people that are freaked out with fruit jars and all of that, and I tried to
Let's call
explain
them
that.
mason jars.
Yeah, I guess mason jars. Yeah, if you say you call them fruit jars, people think you're trying to pull it off of like an old mayonnaise jar you yanked out of the garbage, and that can't happen. You got to use the mason jar, something that's heat. So
Exactly. Good recovery, Rick.
yeah, well, every once in a while I pull a rabbit out of my hat or a poisonous snake, whatever's in there. So anyway, well, we were talking about building some copper thumpers for the skeptics. What size are you looking for? You think that we should have on there?
Probably we'll do quarts, half gallons, and gallon jars or gallon thumpers.
Yeah, even with the gallon thumpers, you mentioned the other day to put a sight tube in it or a
Yeah,
sight glass. So you
see
can
if it's filling up or not.
yeah, I can see what's going on inside of there. So that'd be all right.
Although I'd rather watch the jar, but other people just don't like it.
Yeah, I like watching the jar. That's more like you kind of understand how the whole process is working. Inside the pot and
Inside the whole
everything.
thing.
Yeah, you get a feel for what's going on, and besides that, it just makes the whole thing foolproof. That, but anyway, we'll get some of those made up and get them online, get them on the Tennessee Thumper Still page, and they can go from there and make their choice. The copper's going to be more money. So if money's no object and you think copper's the way to go, well, we'll supply them for you, no problem.
That's no problem.
Yeah, we'll go from there. And we also were talking about earlier when we screwed that show up, but that you'll blame me for, is that Pappy's,
It's your fault.
of course, yeah, Pappy's from Moonshine Rednecks is moving up to Tennessee, selling the joint in Florida. I think you ought to keep it, so we'd have a place to play down south too.
So you can run and hide.
Yeah, we can take off when the heat is on, in case someone would bring the feds around. I can't think of who would do that.
I don't know who would do that.
No, I mean, probably someone that runs a moonshine slushy stand.
Yeah, somewhere probably south of Tennessee.
Yeah, probably closer to Dalton down in that area.
Yeah.
And oh yeah. The milk can thing. Let's go back to the missing milk can. That I never got paid for. That you
bulletin for a milk can. Anybody that is around that sees a milk can, it belongs to Rick.
Yeah, because I shipped it to someone that decided not to pay for it, so I got stuck with a $30 shipping bill plus the cost of the milk can that I just can't seem to live down. So, but I don't even know where it is by now. I'm just speculating that it's in Georgia somewhere.
I would think so.
Yeah.
Probably right around Dalton.
Yeah, my guess. Yeah. So around it's around somewhere, around one of these distilleries, anyway.
Well, want to be distilleries. To actually be a distillery, you have to have a moonshine still.
Oh, okay. All right. Okay. That qualifies a few of us.
Oh, I mean, warehouse. Kitchens don't count.
Yeah, I'm not putting my address out anywhere. You can't find that on. You can look that up on Google and it won't show.
I distill water only.
Yeah, me too. I just make gas for a lawnmower. That's it. Yeah, what else was going on that we were talking about? We were having a lot of fun tormenting some other people. Well, I mean, you know
Well,
what? Go ahead.
Miller, he sent
Yeah,
the recipe in for his creamsicle or dreamsicle moonshot.
yeah, yeah, I did.
Won
Yeah.
he won the contest and got a free T-shirt.
Is that what he won it with? Is that
Yeah.
recipe?
Uh-huh. And
Wow.
he actually posted it on New Moonshiners of Tennessee. He posted the recipe.
Yeah, okay, because he sent it to me,
Yeah.
and not that I would, use it or anything. It's just for information only.
Oh, it looks good in the jar. It's orange.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
It's just like
it's
going to the car lot. You're getting a white car or the hot pink car. You know which one's gonna sell first.
oh yeah,
So
pink all day
that'd
long.
be cool. Yeah. And who else haven't we tormented lately?
Uh,
Oh man, there's got to be somebody out there that needs a lashing on here.
good
Cool.
thrashing.
What's that?
A good thrashing.
Yeah. Well, the cool thing is now once we get rolling here, we can have 3, 4 guests on at a time,
Oh, so
and
they come on here and defend themselves.
well, if they start really defending themselves and it looks like they're winning, we'll just hang up on them. You know,
Oops, technical difficulty.
yeah, excuse me, we're going off the air now. So just so everybody's aware of that, don't come on here thinking that you're going to be able to push us around and make fun of us because we can't take that sort of thing. Our egos won't allow it, so we'll just hang up on your ass. Be done with that. So I told Rich Minnick we'd get him on here as soon as we got this thing figured out. We can get a couple of the guys off the show on here. I'm sure Mike Mitchell will come on.
I'm sure got a lot to do.
Yeah, he can help out here a little bit. And I did talk to a female that I'm not going to name right now about coming on and helping us co-host. I told her that sexual harassment flies here. It's all good. So just so she knows, you don't start crying right away. But she's tough enough. Maybe
Well,
she can give it back. So if you're on Moonshine Radio, there are no rules. You can attack anyone on here, and no one's gonna cry and make you change your diaper. It's just how we are.
yep, there are no rules.
Yeah, no rules on here. Say what you want. We're not responsible for anything. Never have been. Not good at it.
Like I say, anybody's got any topics they want us to talk about or make fun of or try to help them out with, they can either post on the New Moonshiners of Tennessee site, Moonshine Radio site, or Tennessee Thumper Steel site.
Yeah.
And we'll get it.
Yeah, that way we can give people a hand, and really that's what it's all about. It's just information and fun. We have some events that we would want to publicize, but we don't have anything written down right now. These are basically all test runs, and we're trying to
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, we're trying to be nice, and we're trying not to use foul language.
And that's really hard.
Yeah, that's tough. Putting the two of us together, that's just it's tough. It's tough. So we'll go from there. We can get Sandy on here. We can make fun of her.
Well, I don't know. She's pretty mean.
Yeah, she's mean, but we can hang up on her too. So that's the advantage. We'll just throw her off.
Oops, hang up.
Yeah. Oh, how'd that happen? We're disconnected. Yeah. But I did ride with her up to see Jim Tom yesterday up at that liquor store in Madisonville, and there was a crowd there. I mean, you talk about a line. He didn't have time to change his mind. He was a busy guy. He'd have been better off staying home making stills, I think.
Every one of his photo shoots have been covered up.
Yeah, he's the most photographed guy in America.
Gotta be.
I think so. He's got all those Hollywood people. He's got them beat. So. And I was talking, Mark Hatfield, he's got all kinds of stuff going on about videos uh, that are he's making points about the government and things of that nature. How they're taking advantage of the taxpayers and stuff. So they're pretty interesting. You probably want to go see that. Say hi to him. Mark's a pretty good guy. I missed him at Hillbilly Woodstock. I missed a lot of people there because I didn't get there till late Saturday. So
Oh, that's because we had a scare.
yeah, we had that slight scare.
The whole family loaded up like the Beverly Hillbillies headed north.
Yeah.
Phone call that there's feds there. So I just done the U-turn and come back home.
Yeah, it's probably I got there later in the afternoon. I knew you had to turn around, and so we took a ride over there. Good time, nice folks, had a great time playing. There's no doubt about that. But they kind of put a little damper on that. But I think that goes back to that earlier milk can thing, which I think the person that has the milk can also got ran out of North Carolina.
That's probably the best thing the state could have ever done.
Yeah. At least that's what I heard. I don't know. I can't mention any names because I don't know if there's any truth to any of that. You hear all these rumors.
That statement.
Well. And what else we got going on? We got to get a couple shows scheduled. We got to get people in this inner circle where we get there, where we can get to them. They'll get a reminder on their cell phone or whatever. So if they're interested in calling in, they can just do so at any time.
And we need to set up a still building class.
Yeah, we want to do the still building thing yet. We got a lot of stuff on our plate. A lot of stuff. You know what I think would be cool, and I don't know how in the hell you'd pull it off, but what would be cool is like in the old days when they had those rendezvous. The guys come out of the woods, smelling like a goat's rear end, and sell their furs or whatever, and then get their bath and go down to the tavern. Something like that. Only do it with a bunch of moonshiners. Just gather up a bunch of them.
Indisposed area.
What's that?
Top secret meetings place.
Yeah, it would have to be top secret, invitation only, And
well, I'm sure there's hardly nobody in Dalton. We could go there.
Yeah, I guess that would be wide open. There's no one there that would rat on you, I'm sure.
Oh no, I'm surely not. We'd have to go to North Carolina to get that.
Yeah. Dalton's safe, you bet. But I think that would be fun. And if people wanted to attend, I don't know, you maybe put it out where they could come in and get some pictures or whatever, but it'd be fun to get just a bunch of those guys together, get like Roy Grooms and Mike, just all those guys, that whole bunch, and put them all in the same building. That'd be a blast.
Yeah, we need to set that up.
Yeah. I was talking to Sandy about that, but I can't figure out how in the heck you'd pull something like that off. Where you just bringing a bunch of those guys in to have a good time. Just have one big ass barbecue, and I don't know. You'd almost have
Pappy into it.
What's that?
When Pappy gets his house in Tennessee, maybe we can talk him into doing that.
Yeah, there's a guy. Hopefully he'll listen to the broadcast tonight and
never talk to us again.
Yeah, never talk to us. They won't admit that he owes us. Delete us off his Facebook page.
The hell?
Well, we've been nice to him. If he roughs us up, we'll just make fun of him on here. I mean, now we have access to anybody that we want to torment. We can.
All three listeners.
Yeah, all three listeners, look out, because we're after you.
Don't let us. I think it's a good thing. As soon as we get everything working right, it's gonna be good.
Yeah, yeah. It takes a while to get it all working right because I mean we went through like 5 different hosting companies that all told me they were the best of the best, you know. And next thing I know, nothing works. This one actually works. It's just a little more complicated, but it'll work every time. So that's what's nice about it. So, well, I'm gonna see if we can't get this played back once and see what it sounds like, and put it out there to our listeners, and hopefully they'll be aware that we are watching them now, and we will put them on here, and we can post their photos on here too. So if we catch them in the act, where we can really have a good time with it. Nobody's safe now. Moonshine Radio is. We need a drone. We should get a Moonshine Radio drone, and it will just go around droning everybody with our camera.
And get a blimp.
Yeah, with a blimp we'd be able to sneak up on them.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, they'd never spot that coming. Drop fruit jars out of the sky.
That might hurt somebody.
Well,
we'll do water balloons.
Okay, shine balloons? With balloons full of shine. There you go, ass bag.
Better not be smoking.
Yeah, or you will be.
There's your explosion.
Yeah, there's your mushroom cloud in the backyard, because you're all shook up about a mason jar blowing the joint up. Wait till you're sitting there smoking that Marlboro and we hit you with a 185.
Yeah, let's just go ahead and start building the stills and hold it together with flour and water.
Yeah, that. How could you go wrong there? I mean, what could possibly go wrong?
I mean, really. And then the guy tells me, listen to this. This is a good one. He says, well, what happens if you squirt the jars with cold water?
Why would you?
Why in the hell would you do that?
Those are the people that get hurt.
Get out of it.
I hope you got his name or remember it. So there's no way that we, ship him a fruit or a mason jar or a copper thumper, because he's going to get hurt.
Oh yeah, he would go out. He would absolutely go out and play in traffic.
Yeah, with a couple of knives or something. Yeah, just a
blindfold.
Yeah, I don't know.
Probably
he should take up something else, that doesn't have a sharp object. I was thinking about knitting, but he'd probably get hurt doing that. So we gotta let's find something for him to do. Maybe stuffing pillows, or stuffing marshmallows in a bag.
He could play with water balloons.
Yeah, something.
Or milk cans.
Easy on that milk can thing. That's you're hurting my feelings. You're bringing that up too much. So, well, let's shut this thing off, and I'll see if I can find it and get it on the air, and hopefully our listeners won't hate our guts.
That'll be okay. They'll like us again next week.
Yeah, because nobody's safe now.
We got to wake back up.
Yeah, I got to pack my suitcase. I'm heading to Pappy's joint in Florida.
I hear you.
All right.
All
Good
right.
night.